I'm not at the allotment. It's a beautiful sunny day and I'm at Kew. I'm gonna go and see what the new temperate house is like. This is the palm one behind me. I have not been here for 10 years. I'm also interested to see what the Japanese garden is looking like, because last time I was here it was a little shabby. So hopefully it's in a better state this time. It's a lovely day for it. It's just 10 minutes past 10, so it's just after opening hours for the general public like me. So we'll go and see what this new house is like. Definitely has that new garden feel. Everything is clean and pristine. There's no rubbish anywhere. These great pots in the Octagon. It's a museum for people as much as anything. You can see on the walkway up there. It's almost like an art installation. You smell the fresh composted bark. It fills the nose. It's like the, you know, in Star Trek when they have the Genesis planet, everything's new. It's like that. It's all bright green. It's not. Wow, look at the tree fern there. Look at that. I've never seen one that big. There's loads of them. A whole big stand of them. It's great. You don't know where to look. It's so bright an area. I think I remember coming here and it all seemed a bit stuffy and overgrown. This is very much things on show. I've reached the Japanese garden. This was built in about 1995. I can see some familiar plants now. Now I know what I'm looking for. Fatsia japonica. Now when I saw this in Tokyo, what they'd done is they'd taken all that down underneath there, so you can just see the stems around the bush. It's quite a British arrangement, and I'm not too keen on it, to be honest. In there, I think we've got hebes or box just in balls. They're hidden away though. And you've got traditional sort of British islands. I do like this though. The stone, this reminds me of the bottom of onsens. You've got the lantern, not lighting anything up. You know, it's not on the path, but you've got nice, I think it's snake's beard, it's a variety down here, which is just tumbling over. So I quite like that. Mine is getting a bit too leggy. And in between that you've got ostrich ferns sprouting up. Seems like there's too much, almost. There's too much going on. Everything needs a bit more space to breathe. At least to my slightly more trained than it was eye. There we go. That, the snake's beard, nanas. And that's what I need in my place. It's quite nice. It's more low and bushy. These stepping stones, quite nice. And then Japanese arrangement. I mean, there are many types of paths, but I quite like this one when you've got the long stones on one side and then a long stone on the other. Not quite the right sort of rope, I think. And down here, a little basin. Again, ostrich fern's quite nice. They're just sprouting up in places.
Yeah, they rake it in a certain way. Wow, that's some gravel, that's quite.
It's nice to see someone else's Zen Garden. It's interesting, the gravel they're using is about twice the size of mine. They've got about 1 centimetre chunks of gravel. Mine's 5 mil. And it seems to hold quite well, hold the lines quite well. It's got some mixtures of flint and slate in it, so it's not the cleanest of gravel. It looks quite the same. I'm just looking at the bigger Zen Garden. Look, there's quite a few people here today, and it's just a stunning weather. I'll let you have a closer look, hang on. We've got a dry riverbed, we've got a waterfall over in the background, and then this nice big pool. And we've got great granite bridges going over it in the shadow of this pine. I can't believe how bright and sunny it is. It's looking really nice. You can see the replica gate at the top as well. Still very British. The way things are clipped, the way things are grouped together. It's pretty good. As a taste of Japan, it's pretty good. I feel like I'm on the forest moon of Endor, or you know, the California redwood forest. I'm expecting to see some Ewoks come from down there, or get run over by a speeder bike. Apart from the Japanese garden, which is over that way, the other thing I want to come and look at again is the bamboo grove. Well, it's an arboretum of sorts. I don't know what a grass arboretum would be, because they're not trees. Just look at them, aren't they cool? So many different types. They've just come up from the rhododendrons, which are just all the colours. This one's curling up in the heat today. Bushy ones and yellow canes. Wow. It's the colours and just the rustling which I quite like. The bamboos in my garden aren't so good, and I have some bamboo fabric, but it's not as tough as that. Look at that. Nothing's coming out of there. Well, I say that. The ones that I had burst out of their pots. This is quite nice, little circles of individual bamboos. Very nice. too sunny to take these off. In the kitchen gardens now, it's very interesting to see how they do things. So we've got a very finely chipped bark topping here and quite sandy soil underneath, and then netting for pigeons. They've got little staves with the netting on top. Radishes and things down here, and carrots down that way. What I wanted to see was how they do their peas. That's quite interesting. So I've got some small pea sticks on the allotment, as you've probably seen. They've got some pretty sizable sticks there, and then just a bank of netting, which is quite simply put in with these metal staves and a bamboo across the top. So it's less bother than doing mine. So I'm going to nick that. Learn. I'm going to educate myself. The other thing I want to see is the bonsai house, if I can find out where it is. The map is good for large scale, but for on the small scale, not so much. It's getting hot though. It's good. I hope you're enjoying this. I think I might need a cup of tea soon. It's hard to describe how hot it is in the palm house. I think you can tell by the sweat and the heat. It's very hot. It's really good. I mean, it's spectacular. We've got some 12-meter high bamboos, brilliant palms. It's great, but it is so hot. I wouldn't want to be a palm tree in here. I'd rather be outside. It's hot outside, but it's really hot in here. And they're pumping. It's like having a radiator on at home. These are boiling. I burnt my leg on that. That's how warm it is. It's bamboo. Brilliant. Right, back down into the relative coolness. I think after about 4 hours here, I finally scratched the surface, just the surface. I've walked most of the perimeter, I've done most of the houses, but really quickly. 4 hours is enough. It would take you weeks, months, years to get around here properly. But I've had a good run. I'm still hot from going that palm house. So I'm gonna get a drink and cool down. I hope you enjoyed this very small, short little tour with me at Kew Gardens. I'll see you next time on my plot where it's not as fecund, it's not as big, and I have fewer plants. I'll see you next time.